Pikmin 4, ladies and gentlemen, we've been waiting for it forever, but I do just want to give the obvious. This is the demo right here. And so, we are actually doing the full playthrough of Pikmin 4. It's just a start out. You had the demo, probably, the first 4 or 5 days or so? So, first 4 or 5 episodes, I'm going to try to get out here before launch day. I hope that I do it. These are definitely going to be a little bit more like minimal edit, just kind of calm playthrough. I hope you guys like the more calm style right here, at least for this more playing through Let's Play style of Pikmin. But yeah, I don't know. Back in the old days, I used to always talk over a cinematic. Should I talk over the cinematic or let it play through? How about at the next one? We'll let the next one play through after this one. Just wanted to set up some expectations right here, but yeah, this channel is all about Pikmin 4 if you have not seen it before. Used to do legendary things, man. I had a Scribblenauts Unlimited creation series and stuff. We even created Pikmin. That was back during Pikmin 3 on the Wii U and stuff. I made the crew in that game, captains, explorers, etc. I made, I guess every Pikmin type that would have been in those games that did not have Ice Pikmin back then, Glow Pikmin and stuff, but hey, you guys, isn't this beautiful? We've seen this if you've played the demo. If you haven't played the demo, then welcome on in, man. Pikmin 4, wonderful game, I would say, for somebody who's just starting the series. I do think they have a little bit of hand-holding techniques some, I would say, veterans have been upset by, for instance, the auto-aiming. Just when you look at the nature of that and stuff, again, I could see how it can kind of get in your way a little bit more if you're a Pikmin veteran. So my Pikmin experience all comes from Pikmin 3 and Pikmin Bloom, at least at the time of this recording. I'm recording this in July, you guys. But yes, here's the great thing. Olimar, of course, I imagine most of you, even if you have never played a Pikmin game, you may have played, I don't know, Nintendo Land, Smash Brothers, somehow knew who Olimar was, maybe, even at the most basic of levels. But yeah, Olimar, kind of your star of previous Pikmin games. Not so much Pikmin 3, he at least had, I guess, some time to shine, especially in Pikmin 3 Deluxe on the Switch. He did have some time to shine in those side stories missions and stuff, but they talked about him a bunch in Pikmin 3 as well. Made some appearances there, I guess. But hey, just trying to say, I think they'll give him a little bit more airtime here, right, in Pikmin 4, quote-unquote. So they arrived. So basically, Olimar was trying to... He came to this planet, right? Says, what is this place? It's just an unidentified planet. Obviously, looks very much like ours, eh? PNF 404, you guys. What you humans, we humans call planet Earth, eh? Alright, so here we go, you guys. He was talking all while I was speaking through that cinematic, talking about how he found life forms, Pikmin, but then he found this dog as well. This is beautiful, right? I can really identify with this too, because having a house like that, you see blocks everywhere, you see them taped up, right? And the bookends are, created like a fort, sort of, for toys and things. I don't know. The point being, this very much is indicative of a house that has a kid or multiple kids, and I do have a son myself at the time of this recording, 5 years old, gonna be 6 somewhat soon here in the fall. But ladies and gentlemen, here we are. We can finally move around. This is the joy of Pikmin right here. Us riding on a dog. Isn't that amazing? I can remember playing this for the first time in the demo, which was live streamed on this channel, so I know that some of this, again, first 4 or 5 days, slightly repeat. I'm going to be doing it a little bit different, actually, creating some content as well for people, for instance, who got the blue onion stuck in the water. That'll come in the future, okay? So I'm maybe spoiling some things for those who haven't seen it. Hey, if you've already seen this stuff, thank you for coming along the ride here with me, seeing it from my perspective. But yes, you just hold down X right here. They're teaching us how to do the rush. And so, you guys, incredible. Amazing. So yeah. This is Pikmin like we haven't seen it before, right? Boom! So there we go, rush on through. Do I need to be more calm if this is a CALMentary? C-A-L-M-entary? CALMentary. So that was how I did Pikmin 3 somewhat recently, as we were awaiting Pikmin 4. I don't know, I'm gonna leave that up to you guys. Would you rather hear this kind of calm, or would you rather hear it hype, energetic for Pikmin? Feel like I could go either way, but people have always said, even my wife, man, I could tell her the most important thing in the world. I could tell her, that our house is going to be foreclosed. We're going to go into, I don't know, bankruptcy and not be able to pay, except she'd just be like falling asleep to my voice if it's nighttime. Not really during the day. I just mean if we're both, hitting the hay and going to bed, she totally, if she hears me talking, it's just like instant sleep. So I've heard it has a very calming effect on people, though, on YouTube. Lots of comments. I've been doing content creation since 2012. Can you believe that? Gosh, it's been so long. At least I have a few more Pikmin now, says Oldemar. I'm not sure if we want to get all of them. I might get a lot of them right here, just in case anybody wants to see as Oldemar. I don't know yet if there's going to be a benefit to that. Okay, didn't fully charge up that rush, but here we go. I'm wondering, if we collect them all here, do we get them later if we play as Oldemar? This is all just speculation at the time of this recording. There's going to be some people that have seen this maybe in the future that are going to be all, yeah, you can use them. No, you can't. They're going to know from having that time machine of the future, right? Feel that gust of wind. That's how you get right back on up here. That's fine. I don't think we have any business up here, but we can check. This is how you speedrun it, right? Okay, no parts around here. We know, Oldemar. I'm trying to look, okay? I'm trying to see if you got any Pikmin homies hiding out. Says, nothing here. Do we believe him? Do we believe him, you guys? How do you think those Pikmin feel like those two yellows and the red that are back there that are kind of right near the danger zone, right near that preparation H? How do you think they feel riding on Moss or, for instance, Ochi coming up here in a little bit? Do Pikmin have noses? Do they have a sense of smell? You guys, these are the questions. So, all right. Here we go. You got Pikmin all over the place. Like I said, this is very indicative of having even just one child. As an only child, I think our son, he gets all the toys, right? So it's like some respects maybe spoiled a little bit. Nah, I don't know. My son is great. He's absolutely perfect, you guys. I'm just saying, though, definitely, I guess, I grew up with a sister, 2 years older than me, and I guess her and I didn't share a whole lot of toys. I was seeing if we could move that bag early, but I don't think that there's any conceivable way. Maybe if you throw yellows, they can go super high. Yeah, let's try this. No, they don't go to that bag. Seeing if I can game break here. Nah, can't demo break. Yeah, we actually analyzed this. I was doing Pikmin 4 analyses, these analysis videos of trailers and things. Of course, when the demo came out, any kind of early gameplay. Oh, I'm sorry, little yellow. It's going fast, man. It's going to catch up to us. But yeah, during those analyses, we actually saw that word, I think it was Altesse, Altesse, Altessa. I don't know. But that's like wine, grapes, and stuff. I don't know. It had some fancy meaning that I've already forgot clearly, so what good that did. But no, that's what that bag says up there. And that's like the name of this fictional dog hotel. I wanted to see if you could grind this rail like Sonic Adventure, you guys? But no, there's nothing up there. Moss, she can't grind on that thing, so here we go. Again, I'm sure that I may not get every single last Pikmin, but we're taking the time to explore all this, at least in some detail here. It just looks great, right? You hear voices. Okay, Oldemar, that might be a sickness. We may need to get you some help, man, if you're hearing voices. Oh, that's just the Pikmin. Okay. You can't hide from me. Okay, Oldemar. Well then, look at that. Found you. So here we go once again. Whoever this kid is has used those blocks to make like a car. Great creativity, right? They got little paper wheels that are glued or taped on there. And so, what else we got? We got some Pikmin up here even. Yes, that's right. This is cute, you guys. Genius. I was always wondering, is this a drawing of one of the areas that we go to? It very well could be, the blossoming Arcadia or something. Says there has to be some ship parts around here. This is the perfect situation to rely on my pup's powerful nose. So good stuff. It looks like moss. I'm gonna sniff that out. There you go. There's the scent. So this is a little bit of foreshadowing for those who have not played the demo, haven't played Pikmin 4 yet maybe, or if you're playing along with me. Yep, we are going to be using that scent with Ochi when we actually get to play with our own pup here in our squad. Right now, still playing as Oldemar, still finding Pikmin, I guess. I was saying I wasn't going to get them all. Am I going to actually get them all? Did that grass just move? No, Oldemar. It's just in your imagination, eh? Do I want to know what's up here? Well, we're going to find out anyway. look at that, you guys. There's some red Pikmin over here, man. Were they here before? I feel like I went past here, but maybe I didn't. So there you go. I have plenty of Pikmin now. But where are those ship parts? Hey, you can't deter me, Olimar. We're trying to find more Pikmin. We're trying to take this slow, okay? Slow and calm. So yeah, look at these. See, there's the house. You got a little sandcastle. It's probably like dirt walls that we're going to have to take on. And yes, what is this? Looks like railroad tracks, but no, it's like a fence, I guess. See, I really think that kid was probably drawing pictures of their own house. I can tell you, my kid probably wouldn't choose to draw pictures of his own house, I guess. Maybe for school or something, right? And look at this, you guys. There's some little train mine carts. That's beautimous, huh? There's a word for it. I don't know if it's beautimous. Alrighty. So here, look at this. I wonder what's behind this. Well, luckily for you, we can find out. We rushed it. Thank the Lord, no Pikmin were standing out underneath that. And just for a good old college try, nope, can't knock down that one. Alrighty, guys. Let's get them down with a rush. Look at me, gonna go right past some red Pikmin right here. Boom! So we got them down with the rush. And wait a second, there you go. Let's get those. Okay, there was also a yellow. Good stuff, alright. I'm sure there's more, but let's go ahead. We'll go on up this. Maybe get a nice view from the blocks. Look at that. Gosh, this looks so good as this thumbnail material here. Should have maybe hid the buttons, but that's okay. Look at that, a creature. I don't see any ship parts. Could that thing have swallowed them whole? Maybe, you know. That's what these little Porquillion, right? Porquillion. Sounds like the name of a Pokemon, but that's what these things do. I've heard. I used to know some myself. They definitely eat ship parts, all right? So here we go. We'll get that thing and take back my part. Holy gosh, I got... Ooh. I'm doing this a little bit reckless. Came in overconfident, okay? I was definitely overconfident. So there we go. A little bit better. Maybe just wait till it's... all the spikes are off. I don't know, yeah, I don't think this is a perfect playthrough. We'll probably 100% the demo, other than we didn't get all the Pikmin here. That's not actually part of the statistical 100% if you want to be all technical or whatever. So again, using their stats, it would not be required. But hey, I think we're actually going to see another cinematic now that we've gotten that ship part, you guys. So maybe I'll shut up for that one, eh? We'll see if we like that better.
Na beep the lows. Soul tapapado ronoma. Tontoro. The beep not the OQ. Dosso mamapotem dube. Weba. Come dispara. Ribonos no. Caparastun dor los. Pimo. No furu no se. Weba. Leba tu papchilu dolon. Nubu, no, mas pela bar.
Alright, you guys, we get to create our ID badge because we are the hope. You know, Olimar was saying there may be one last little bit of hope. My middle name is Hope, okay? It's not. But here we go. I kind of thought there's, I guess, a few Pikmin, there's a few Explorer faces, eyes, etc. that could work for me, but no, it's not really going to look like me exactly. Can't change the eye colors or anything. They probably didn't want to get too crazy here, did they, on the character creation part, eh? But nah, we'll be Dr. Kendo. Sometimes in games it's just Kendo. Dr. K, the doctor. I've done a lot. Okay, so I presume that's carrot, not Karut. It could be Karut. You guys, newest officer. So yes, we step into our explorers, our rescue corps suit. All right, look at this. Not only my fate, but the fate of the rescue corps. Beautimus. He'd be talking about me, you guys. Amazing. All right, so we have now landed here in our individual ship. We got the SS Beagle, and you guys, the SS Shepherd. That's the ship of the Rescue Corps. Like I say, many of you guys have seen the demo before, so luckily I can't spoil too much here with this. If you have played that, if you have not played it, just know I may speak to things that have happened, that are going to happen, I guess we should say, in this portion of the playthrough, you know, first 4 or 5 days or so of that demo, because I have actually played that once through when I did the live stream. Like I said, this is essentially a second playthrough, I guess, right now of these days. Eventually, we're going to catch up. All right, but there's Ochi. You guys, he's so cute. We love Ochi, the home planet. Very likely Gaia. I don't know that it would be Gaia. I have mentioned to people before, like, hey, I mean, there is the word Gaia, like in some languages, isn't that like the earth, right? You know, it's spelled differently, of course, in that respect. But I think the word is Kaguya in Japanese, and that's like expressing, I guess, delight, right? And I'm not a native Japanese speaker or anything. This is just my research, so please correct me if this is wrong. But Kaguya, I think, is like exclamation at like fireworks or something, just a big spectacle, you know? So think also the word Tamaya. And so begin rescue operations at once because Collin, our homie, the comms operator, he's on the other side of this. We don't help Ochi out at all, you guys. That's always been the thing about Pikmin. If you're brand new, you don't help as our little explorer right here. You just send and give the orders to everybody, right? Sometimes I'd say you don't even lift a finger. You can actually attack. You have a little like punch, you know, so if you ever want to help your Pikmin out in combat, you do such little damage, right? But yes, Collin, here he is. I was voicing Collin, and I voice anybody in the Pikmin series. If I ever do like a voice for them as a voice actor, I actually listen to how their little exclamations sound, you know? Like in the game, he just went, "What?" You know, so I kind of give him this like, that kind of voice, you know, because he's always, I don't know, that sounds, we're starting to get to this like 1920s sound. I don't know, that media affect. All right, there we go. Collin, the Rescue Corps' comms operator. He handles communication. He's handy with a wrench. You guys, you got to keep Collin around, eh? Multi-talented, and you knew we had to do it to him. He's the Don Mega or whatever. Yeah. All right. Where could the other rescue officers be? My path got cut off by a small landslide. So yeah, he was there, had to preserve his stamina, of course, but man, dude lasted for a long time not eating. When I haven't eaten for like 4 hours, I start freaking out. And I'm skinny as hell, you guys. It's just, I think I've always been blessed with a metabolism. It's a blessing, but, you know, it's certainly the metabolism that works super fast like that. I think it also has a curse. You know, I was completely bullied, completely made fun of, beat up, everything back in the days for being skinny. You know, there was actually this story I had. I go on a lot of tangents, you guys. I'm sorry. If you watch my ADHD playthroughs, there's going to be tangents. I'm just so sorry if you hate those. All right, but was when I was in middle school, 7th grade. There was this girl, she was really beautiful, really very pretty girl that I sat kind of catty corner to, and then someone named Robert that I sat in front of, basically. He was straight on, you know, these were desks, like tables, essentially, that, you know, they sat facing each other and stuff, a little bit wide, but that's okay. Anyway, giving you all these extra details. No, but the girl that sat next to him, beautiful, like I said, but he was like grabbing onto my arm, like on the bicep, and he was like, look, there's nothing there. Like, feel how skinny this is. There's no muscle there. And he like made the girl, I don't think she was interested in it, but he like kind of made her do it. Like, you know, grab his arm like that. Look, there's nothing. And like she did it and didn't even say anything, you know, but it's like, how embarrassing, you know what I mean? Like, that was whack. So straight up sort of being harassed by him, and then this girl being humiliated, you know, it's just, yeah, it was whack, dude. So anybody that's like, hey, at least you weren't fat or something, like, you know, I understand skinny privilege and stuff like that, but man, it came with a lot. People beating me up, people would kick basketballs in my head in gym class, man, throw paper at me, like spit on paper and throw it, you know, believe me. And so, okay, we kind of went through a lot as I went on that tangent. Woe is me. Yeah, I'm crying. Okay, so let's see. There's the message log. You can look through in this at like everything that's been said. That's what's nuts, is how long is this message log? Isn't there going to be a better way to just kind of organize that, I guess? Like, what about when we're, I don't know, 6 hours into the game and you've already beaten it because you're a speedrunner or something? But no, not me. I'm going to take like 200 hours probably to finish this. That's my prediction, you guys. There it is, 205. Let's say it. There's my prediction. Because I take things slow in Pikmin, I want to enjoy the ride. I don't want to go through this. I don't want to just blow through it so fast, okay? All right. But Collin is saying, you know, there's something familiar about this area. So, he remembers something. It's just up ahead. Let's go. Okay. Calm down. I just said I wanted to go through this slow, Collin. Nah. The plants on this planet are gigantic, but maybe it's just that we are tiny. I'm now taking a page out of my Being Bullied book and just say, nah, we are just shrimpy. We are just tiny. If only we could find a way there. Well, Collin, fortunately for you, I have played this little game of life before. I wanted to see. No. I guess in the demo I did kind of explore that. There is no way over there. All right. Not yet, at least. So here it is. Perfect job for a rescue pup, as I have him digging like, you know, I'm way ahead of you, Collin. Good pup, Ochi. Yep. Almost there. Hey, we don't have to talk so much, you know. He's got it. I'm just kidding. I like Collin, you guys. Some people saying he looks very creepy puppet, you know. Does have that kind of Pinocchio look. This is like Pinocchio when he's older, you know, he's got gray hair and whatnot. And I'm Collin, I'm right there with you. The sides of my hair, I'm straight up salt and pepper. Just on the sides, though. You guys, I don't know what that is. I don't know how long it's going to take for me to be fully grayed out. I thought that was going to happen in the early 30s, man. Now I'm about to be 37 next month, and it's not all gray, all right? It's not all gray. There we go. But it is all great. It is all great, you guys. Burrow of Beginnings, sub-level 1. Our first experience with caves right here. Except I played before, but okay, whatever. You know, All right. That jumbled mess of thoughts was nothing. Nothing important, so. What is it, Ochi? He's trying to tell us something. Yes, there is another rescue officer down here. The best one, you guys. I am not only an Ochi stan, but I also stan Shepherd. All right, so let's not talk any ish about either of them, man. They are the best two characters of this game. I'm telling you. I don't know that for sure. Haven't played through the whole thing, obviously, but definitely in the demo. That terrified individual you see over there is the captain. Jeez, Collin laying it on thick. It's like when he was a, mafia boss, level 100 earlier, and you knew we had to do it to him. He just lays it on him. But there we go. Ochi. 1, 2, and line them up for a free smack like dominoes. 3. No, I wish we could just one shot, boom, take them all down. There we go. At least we got to rush through those jars before we had to see this. Isn't that interesting? Captain, we took care of the creatures down here. Can you get down? Now, I'm not going to do Shepherd's voice. I could do some high voices, but it's like, usually, it's very specific. It has to use a very specific part of, like, your throat, probably in the larynx, and It's complicated. Like, have you guys heard Krang from Ninja Turtles? Like, I can do that voice super awesome. And that's kind of like a higher voice, but that's not exactly like a woman's voice. It's not really a female voice. Anyway. Shepherd, though, I like her little sounds. No. So, did you order Ochi to get rid of those creatures all by yourself? She's, little jelly, but that's all right. I think she plays it off, you guys. She doesn't let us know that she's jealous. So, good on you, Shep. Good captain. 99th gen. Rescue Corps officer. We're about to have 99 Pokemon generations, so why not a 99th generation of these Pikmin, the dog trainers? All right. Here we go. Found Captain Shepard. That's right. Feels like there may be some hope after all. Well, my middle name is not Hope. All right. What were you doing down here? I like that sound. Chamare! All right. I discovered a suspicious hole. My Pikmin were hiding out near a suspicious hole earlier when we were on Moss. Okay. Terrible use of jokingness. Did you fall down the hole located near the SS Shepherd? Yes. Just after having played through this once, it actually does feel like a lot of dialogue. I feel like when I first was playing through the demo and stuff, I was not, bothered by that. I was not like, hey, this is too much dialogue. Now I'm just kind of like, copy that. So when I played the demo, I actually said something different. I didn't say copy that. What is it? Understood? So yeah, copy that? Yeah, it's understood. So in the demo, I said understood, and she's like, you're new. It'll be okay. Like, you'll get the hang of it, is basically what she said. So how many of you guys did understood? How many of you guys did copy that? Put it in the comments. Just write copy that or understood, and that'll let me know which one you did. Here we go. We're installing some new apps on our tablet. Yo, Collin, did you install some Pokemon Go on here? Some Pikmin Bloom and Raid Shadow Legends? I'm not sponsored. They totally, if they do want to throw me a bone here, I will be happy to. We will make the best Pikmin 4 Raid Shadow Legends integration. I totally could, okay? But yeah, here's all of this. Gosh, look at this. The control guide, man. They got everything in here. This is just a demo. It's like we have not gotten to all these parts yet, and they show us all of this. Like using a mystery item. We haven't done that yet. It's amazing. I'm not saying that that's a bad thing. I'm just saying, like, they totally could have waited to put this in the control guide for later. But hey, cool with me, man. So, let's do it. By the way, that's where you got actually her name. Her name is Irma Shepard. So, Captain Shepard right there is actually Irma. But it's sort of like Nick Fury. You guys know you've been watching Secret Invasion or any of the past Marvel movies that they would have mentioned this, but, nobody calls him Nick, right? Well, nobody calls her Irma. So don't do it, okay? That's when we're going to know you're a Skrull. That's when we're going to know there's something sus about you. Do you remember where it fell from? Or where you fell from? There was light from above. Yeah, not too many places else to fall from. So here it is. We have to walk into the light. That's what I told my grandfather. I'm just kidding. Okay, my word. To think you survived a fall from that height. Yeah. How are we supposed to climb up there? Well, you watched enough Star Trek, right, Collin? Your ancient self, you with your gray hair, looks like it. Look at how they were walking. Scooting, cabooting right there. Wow! There we go. Whoa! I'm starting to get Hank Hill. That's the feeling of the turn down for what? Damn it. Oh! Okay. As we load here, he can shake objects loose and break them on impact. Oh, we know it. You guys hear that? Police siren? I'm keeping it in. We're just recording again. Minimal edits. Okay? I don't know if y'all can hear that in the recording. I can hear it outside my door. Trust me, I didn't do anything there. Those police sirens are for Collin, man. You know we had to do it to him. Third time we done that joke. We're going to overuse this. All right, Captain. The Rescue Corps flag? Yeah, we can see that. Again, is this necessary dialogue? It's okay. It's okay, you guys. I love Pikmin. I love Pikmin 4, okay? So anytime I'm like roasting it or whatever, I'm not like, it doesn't come out of some place of hatred. No, I love this game. So, I mean, we've already been recording like 33 minutes or 30 minutes or something like that about, I think. I'm just kind of looking at the time over on my other monitor on the computer. So, yeah, just kind of thinking. I don't do math, though. I'm just saying the point of that is like, geez, all this dialogue, that's been half of that, probably 30 minutes, right? It's just like 15 minutes of dialogue. I could just skip all this. I don't know how many of you guys want to see it and how many of you don't. I feel inclined to keep the dialogue instead of just blow right through it. This is the challenge, right? Back when everybody used to do Let's Plays, and I'm guessing people still do them now, but I just mean it was like such a big thing back in the days, and I was never too involved in Let's Play. Again, like my Scribblenauts series, and again, like I tangent number 2 time, okay? But, well, I doubt that's number 2. I mean, we talked about Secret Invasion. We talked about everything here so far. This is probably tangent number 86 that I don't even realize I go on the tangents. All right, but, yeah. What was I saying? My Scribblenauts series, like we were creating things in the object editor of that game. So if you think about like mods of other games and stuff, this wasn't really modding. Like it was built into the game, right? It was built into the game system. And so I reached 200,000 subscribers doing that series. And then, of course, the channel died off after a while. But, like, I got almost a decade out of it. Like, that's insane. A ton of people that do YouTube, man. Like, first off, I've seen people that say 200K, even just 100K subscribers. This probably would have been more pre-COVID and, like, pandemic lockdowns and stuff. But, like, I've heard experts, I didn't necessarily believe this, okay, so this is not coming from me, but a lot of people say that that's like the top 5% of creators. So if you believe them, I was in the top 5% of creators. But I'll let you guys see some of this right here as I'm going on my tangent. I wasn't meaning to brag, though. I meant to actually say, though, that the Scribblenauts series, it was all about helping you out there. You know, it was helping other people to create things in the object editor. And I think a lot of them, like more than half of them, were just like, hey, I watched this just because of like the art of it, you know? And so as a little nod or an ode to it, it's my channel banner art currently. With the captain that looks like my me or whatever, and the Pikmin, of course, those are my designs of them in Scribblenauts. But also our T-shirt, we got a Pikmin 4 shirt. You guys, channel merch, you should definitely please check that out. Believe me, I made my prices as low as possible, where I make about $1 on the like commission of that or whatever. So it's not like I'm getting rich or something. Like it does help, okay? But I just more so want you to enjoy a t-shirt or a mug or whatever other product you want. And it's got some Pikmin goodness on it, okay? All right. Wow, all the tangents. But yeah, with that Scribblenauts series, you know, I got my YouTube play button. I got my YouTube play button at 100K. That was in like July of 2015, and then got the award in November or so when they shipped it off. But anyway, might have come before July, but yeah, 2015 was when we reached that milestone, you guys. I got to like announce news for indie games. If you guys have ever heard of that game Marooners, that was probably one of the main campaigns I did for them, but I got to like be the exclusive source to announce some of their news, and I did that for other companies that were smaller and stuff. But I am a character in 3 video games, Move or Die, my head, like you can play as Dr. Kendo, me, my face as an official character in Move or Die. If you just type Dr. Kendo at the menu, it's an official character in the game. Anyway, also Brawl Out, if you guys have ever heard of Brawl Out, sort of one of those Smash Brothers like clones or whatever. My character is Chief Feathers. It's their character actually, but it has my logos and stuff on exclusive Chief Feathers gear. So if you do play that game, I have codes for you to get that, the gear for Chief Feathers. But then next up, Hero, I am one of they call them Echo Fighters, I think. They're like spirit fighters and stuff. I'm one of the many content creators in that game, so maybe less special, I guess. But, yeah. Okay, so we are now here at base camp. We've got the Bident, what do they call that? Like something Bident? Anyway, we'll see it soon. How are we gonna move it? Shepard, you know, you're our captain. You train Ochi. Man. You would think the shepherd knows that, right? That Ochi's gonna do it. Oh. Okay. Excellent. It's on the move. And so, yeah, aside from that, like, I've had my own controller. Like, there was a Dr. Kendo controller for a while. It was a GameCube controller that this company, Controller Chaos, used to do. It's not available anymore, sadly. Sadly. I need to hit them up and see if they could do, like, a Dr. Kendo Pikmin 4 style one that we could do for, like, the Switch or something. That would be so fresh. Oh, God, but they probably won't. But to me, you know, I could go on and on about these kind of just like things that sound braggy or like accolades. I am really proud of them, okay? So like, you know, I think a small degree of saying this stuff is okay. But what was the most important was helping people out, you know? Like every single year we did charity runs. It was every single September I would just give the channel revenue to some sort of charitable endeavor. And the series went on. Again, it was like from about 2012 in the fall until I'd say a good like 2019, 2020 or so. And I even did it past that, but that was like when it started dying, you know, and I was starting to lose subscribers probably around 2020 and beyond until now. But it was okay. I mean, all the while, it's like sometimes people who were the real ones, they'd celebrate your victories and stuff with you, which I always loved. I know who the real ones were, and they were so few. You could fit them in like a 20-person Discord server, which means that's probably about 20 people if I was lucky. And some of them are gone too now. So, I mean, anyway, I'm just saying they were the ones that actually celebrated me and like, you know, really were in the community, and I tried to help them as much as I could, of course, so make it a two-way street here. But like, I'm just saying, not too many people will celebrate your accomplishments, but everybody is there. Everyone. So many people, okay, not everyone, literally, but like so many people are there to celebrate when you fail, right? Like when my channel started to die off, they were like, it's so sad how this channel's faded into obscurity. You know, it's so sad this channel's dead now. And like maybe they were just saying it's sad legit, but they were like, a lot of people were also saying rude things like, this is just embarrassing at this point. Like you should really just stop and stuff. Like, you know, you used to be a legend. Now this is just sad. It's like, that, what does that do? You know what I mean? I think these were people just in pain in their lives, you know? But all the while, I just made a second channel. When this one died, I just made another one, and I succeeded at that one. There was a Pokemon Go channel, and it was like the first 2 videos I did on that, like, boom. Not viral, but like mini viral, you know? Like exponential hits. So, you guys, it's just, that's just what's really sad, I think. And if we want to be legit sad, not like sad as in pathetic, but like what's actually sad is like people had to say that, yet I was like sitting there succeeding still. It's just the way the YouTube algorithm works, you guys. Like it is so hard to pivot, you know? If you don't do it at the right time too, it's much harder. Look at me slapping this thing. Pellet posy. There we go. I'm gonna knock that pellet right off the posy. Just slapping it up right here. I'm probably wasting so much time, man. I'm going on the tangent. How many of you have abandoned this already? Please don't. I'm insecure, okay? All right. That red side light there, and yeah, it's a pellet. Good job, Collin. You figured it out. What a mysterious life form. Look at me. I'm going to take the pellet posy before... No. Yep, there we go. I did it. Go, Och. You got this. Okay, no, he doesn't. Let's pluck. Get some of these Pikmin out here. Now I almost feel like I want to get the rest of these pellets, even though I don't need to, just so I can go on more tangents, okay? I love me a good tangent, clearly. Sorry if you're abandoning this video. Thanks for viewing, okay, if you did. But alright. Yeah, life lessons from Dr. Kendo, is that what we're talking about while we do Pikmin? I'm trying to be calm, I'm trying to keep everything cool and in the spirit of Pikmin, right? But here we go, let's go ahead and knock down this technological advancement, the Game Boy Advance SP. Boom. There it is. That's beautiful. Beautimous. Whoever this person was that left this, man, they could have been banking right now. I bet that the cobalt blue, right? Isn't that worth something? I'm assuming that's worth like $100 now. You get 100 ducats and it was on. But, ladies and gents, just to kind of close out that story though, you know, did amazing things with that too. It's like Pokemon Go helped so many people. Oh my gosh, during pandemic lockdowns especially, we went like totally viral then. I'd have these streams that just had like 700 people and we were just raiding. You know, we were doing remote raids and stuff. That was like the big thing with lockdowns and stuff. And that one, honestly, that channel's gonna need to make a pivot now and stuff. So like, I'm just saying, I've been through the ringer with the content life. People can be so cruel a lot of people can be really kind too. I don't mean to discount them. I think we all do sort of have a tendency towards the negative, and that's okay. I'm okay to talk about it, all right? So, like, as long as you guys know, I'm, like, really grateful, okay? So, like, just whatever happens, just please let me, and I want you to enjoy this Pikmin 4 ride. It's not gonna last forever. I would love to just make one kind of content like forever, but no, it doesn't work like that. And I'm not entirely, I guess the truth would be that I'd like to kind of like have a main one type of content, and then I'd like to have, be able to just journey out. But the YouTube algorithm doesn't let you do that. If your journeying out, quote unquote, doesn't fall within your niche, your regular viewers aren't gonna watch it. Like if you imagine like you're a fan of The Simpsons or South Park or something, and like in that exact time slot, and like they did away with it, but like did a different series, some of you guys may watch it because it's The Simpsons and South Park's creators, right? Like it's them doing it. But a lot of you guys would probably be like, no, I don't really watch their new stuff. Like I don't watch their other project. Like if you were somebody who watched Family Guy, and then like did you transition to whatever Seth MacFarlane also created? And you might have because you enjoyed it, or you might have because you wanted to support him, or like whatever the deal is. It's a lot like that on YouTube, but on YouTube, people have even more choices and stuff, Like, I don't know how many channels you guys are subscribed to. I'm not subscribed to that many, but I hardly watch stuff from my subscriptions, Like, again, there's so many options just being on the homepage, when you're searching for something that you might be interested in, right? So it's like, that's the point. And so I did my Scribblenauts series for much longer than I thought I could ride that out, and much longer than I should have too, right? Let's be realistic here. Like, doing it for more than a decade, that's craziness. That is absolutely unheard of. And I did it with like no clickbait, it was always authentic, like, and I didn't just, I guess I'm just trying to say I tried to just do things legit and tried to help people. Like, it was all about the people, And I listened to people so much more, like people who would abandon me, at the drop of a hat. Like if I was creating a bunch of like Five Nights at Freddy's Scribblenauts creations, like somebody would be like, dude, screw you, stop doing so many Five Nights at Freddy's. Like I would actually listen to them, and I would like stop doing it. Yeah, that person, they aren't watching anymore. Like they totally abandoned me probably like a month later, even though I listened to them and gave in to their desires. Yet imagine if I stuck with Five Nights at Freddy's more than I did. Like that was booming in like 2014, 2015, even 2016 and a little bit beyond. But like, dude, I probably could have quit my job, you guys. Like, you make so little money on YouTube, okay? Like, so little. You have to be in the millions and millions consistently, okay? So, especially in gaming, I think some other people in different, like, verticals, different niches, they can, make a little bit more. Okay, I don't know when this turned into the YouTube commentary. I'm so sorry, you guys. I'm so sorry. It's just we kind of know what's happening here, I think, on this, like, first day's operations and stuff, so maybe that's why I'm okay doing all the tangent-y things. But look at this. You guys, we get the SS Shepherd up and running. I think we've exhausted probably all of this here for an episode, so I don't think probably the next day, if you could call it that, right? Isn't that going to be day 2? So this is technically day 1. We'll have to see how it works actually when I do another video. Yeah, there it is. Exploration results day 1. We don't have to wait. Okay, so our day 1, we got 2 rescues, of course, the obvious. And look at all this sparklium that we got. Good stuff. That's interesting. The ship is automatically naming the objects. Yep. That's what it does, Collin. Get with the program here. I'm just kidding. I love Collin. I love Shepard. And you know what? I love you. If you are watching this, man, I love you so much. Thank you. It's good vibes here on out. We may talk about more life stories. I can't promise we won't, but we are absolutely playing through as much of Pikmin 4 as I can, as much as you guys want. If you're still watching, I'm gonna just appreciate the hell out of you every single time. And so, please, as we check out the ending here of this day 1, click an end screen on screen if you have those annotations on here. Or if you're watching this in the year 2028 when YouTube has come up with something new, then don't try to look for end screens. Put on your warp goggles that are going to be existing in the future that teleport you into the world of the video game you're playing. Okay, thanks for viewing. So speckled in sun, the job's all done. Those tasks that we chose
Living life on this terrace, it glows so speckled in sun.